It's Week 2 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here at Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Barker, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On third down, it's Barker, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
They'll start this drive out. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. To Crockett on the ground. And some room to work. And down inside the 15 he goes. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down, it's Barker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Browns defense stands tall. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 59 yards.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. This is Crockett. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First down, Browns.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
4 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run with Crockett. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Browns set to take over.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
The pass on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Back to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this one not going anywhere. They give it to 4 for a gain of just a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Harmon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A nice little juke. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Chargers, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to number 3. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The offense on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's another Chargers.
Back to throw now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Down inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 34. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Evades him at the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.